for someone who pushes their religious agenda on top of it, it's almost as if Christ walks amongst them himself, because of the way that they're just the hypocrisy of where they come from with their religious, this is their platform, and then they're targeting children. I mean, that's the bottom line. You're targeting children, especially when it's affecting them in school. You know, you're focusing so much on the bathroom instead of on their education.
And the fact of the matter is kids don't care. My daughter uses the bathrooms, whatever bathroom she wants at her school, and her friends don't care. None of the other kids care. She came out while in high school, so everybody has seen her presenting both ways, and nobody cares. It's not the young people that care. They're not afraid of each other. They're not interested in that part. They just want to go to school. And it's adults that aren't even there that care.
That's exactly what Mason told me when it first came out last year, and all the hype was about the bathroom issue, and we had some reporters contact us, you know, saying, you know, how do we feel about it? You know, and I had all this stuff to say, and then Mason, you know, he's on his phone and he just looked up at me and he's like, Mom, I'm gonna use the restroom I've always used. You know, there's another little girl that goes to our support group, and he said, her and I are going to use the same restroom. He goes, it's everybody else that is making a bigger issue than what it is. And I'm like, well, I understand that, but it is an issue, you know. That they're trying to come into our homes and trying to tell us what to do, you know, where Mason feels, of course, you know, violated, but he's like, at the end of the day, I'm going to use the restroom where I'm going to go, you know.
Yeah. And I think it's interesting with Leo, when he was in high school, when he started his senior year, we went to the principal and we were talking about, okay, we're getting his name. This is the legal name that he's going to be using. And they were all on board, you know, and the first thing he said was, well, what about the bathroom? What bathroom will you be using? Because he was kind of not really, he was very receptive to, okay, you know, this is, I'm willing to work with you, but what bathroom will you be using? And Leo said, I'm going to use the bathroom that I've been using for the past 2 years. And the principal was like, Leo's like, and he goes, you've been using the male's bathroom? And Leo goes, I've been using the male's bathroom for 2 years. No one's ever said anything. And the principal was shocked, like, what? And so he kind of goes, okay, you know, and never made an issue of it. It was never an issue. So I think if you're working with the school and you're able to have at least, my main thing I think is educating the educators. And if you have the educators willing to work with you and say, you know what, this is minuscule to what we need to be focusing on. There was never a problem at Leo's school. There was never an issue. There was never one example or one thing that happened with anybody using a bathroom of their choice.
Discrimination is not a Texas value. Embrace dignity and respect for every Texan. Join Equality Texas.